All right, now before we get into this subject, have and have not fans, let me just make it clear that I'm pretty sure by now you should know that I don't really feel like I'm not condoning domestic violence whatsoever. But I'm asking you all the question, at what point is it right for a man to physically, prevent his woman, wife, girlfriend, whatever the situation may be, from doing something drastic? I guess you could say, what is the final straw before he can let loose? What is that last line that like, if a line in the sand is drawn, but she keeps stepping over it to assault the man, at what point is okay for the man to knock the living, what out of her? Because I don't know about you, but I'm just wondering, when is David finally going to put Veronica in her place? Like, he keeps saying he has a plan. He keeps saying that, wait until we get to divorce court, I'm going to be ready. And then Veronica was a bit, oh, okay, so you got something. I got to see what this is. It's kind of like, a bunch of comedians. I know a lot of comedians joke around about the whole situation of, women, especially black women, like going off. It's like, put your hands on me, see what happens. Then if a man even, raises a finger, he's crazy. You know how some comedians do that. And with Veronica, it's like she's been crying wolf so many times, like, he's beating me, oh no. I mean, it started in like the elevator where him and Erica are in there and she's like making a lot of noise and throwing herself on the ground and stuff. Then even when David goes over to Veronica's house and catches Benny and Veronica in bed, and they go downstairs and Benny leaves and Veronica's blocking the door, pretty much just telling David off in his face. And he literally just grabs her by the arms and like moves her to the side, like, oh, he's beating me. And then you get to her being outside the house, busting a window through his house, and then screaming, he's beating me and whatnot. And I still, for the life of me, it looks like a pretty nice, expensive neighborhood they're in. So I doubt there are a lot of black people in that area. So with Veronica out there breaking windows and screaming and all, I'm surprised no nosy white person was walking their dog or sticking their nose through the window and hearing everything that was going on. So we know in the next episode, Veronica's going to, I'm guessing she breaks into the house. The front door is open, but either way, it looks like Erica and David are finally furnishing the house. Veronica walks in, throws stuff around, breaks it. Then it looks like her and David are having a standoff in the living room. And David says, like, get your ass out of here, I'll make you. It's like, oh, I'd like to see that. And it looks like David is grabbing her by the wrist, and you see her mouth that, like she's going to scream again. So, guys, I mean, accused him of having an affair when he hadn't, but it was shady. It did look bad when him and Maggie walked out of the room. But then you have her doing everything that she's done to her son, releasing a convict out of prison, sending him over to beat their son, verbally threatening David and Jeffrey. I feel like, if anything, nearly burning him in the house. You can say what you want to, but she poured the gasoline around the bed he was sleeping in and lit the match and just sat on the stoop. I mean, come on now. And the list goes on. I don't even feel like going into it, but I mean, even if you count the Maggie Day situation of orchestrating her murder, or assassination, I don't care how you put it. Like, she knew the guy was at the door, so she orchestrated the entire thing. So at what point do you feel it's okay for David to beat the crap out of Veronica? Again, I am not giving 2 thumbs up to domestic violence, but at some point, as I'm a black man myself, it's like, at what point is it not, okay for force to be utilized? Because I feel like that's the only way she'll learn. But I mean, heck, she was in a car wreck and, could have died in that situation. But that would have been ironic, actually, the fact that, she had her husband in a burning house and she was about to be in a burning car. Well, I mean, she was kind of in a burning car, but it wasn't engulfed in flames like the house was, to be fair. So, yeah. But I feel like at some point, Veronica has to be put in her place. I mean, the closest we've seen her be physically abused was by Quincy, and that happened on 2 occasions. But at what point, even if David doesn't like physically beat Veronica or whatever, when do you think he's finally going to man up and put her in her place. None of these, oh, wait until we get to divorce court, or Veronica, get out of this house. I got a restraining order. Because clearly, even if you do something to Veronica, you can bring it up to the courts that there was a restraining order in place. But on multiple times, she violated that restraining order. And what was the movie? Family That Prays? Wasn't it at the end of the movie where the husband whose wife was having the affair with her the white man at work, and I think there was an outside baby out of the situation, and she was telling him off about how you're nothing, you're not a man, and stuff like that. And then he eventually got fed up to the point where he punched her, and everybody was like, damn, when is that going to happen in the haves and the have-nots? So with that being said, would you be quote unquote okay with Veronica putting David finally putting Veronica in her place, whether it be physically, financially? She feels like he's already embarrassed her with the whole divorce thing because that's in the paper and whatnot. But I feel like everything that Veronica's done heavily outweighs Dan. I'm not saying David hasn't, done his dirt, but I'm just saying that Veronica highly outranks him in that regard. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I feel like even though Erica is, there as a part of a bigger scheme to take down David, if that was like a woman with good intentions, like legitimately a woman that David met and they're together, at what point would that woman be like, yo, you need to handle this? I'm not dealing with this crazy ex-wife and all this stuff. So let me know your thoughts. I feel like this could be a good discussion, and I'll talk to you later.